Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 24,030, and of course, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you know it, and I know it, make sure you ring that bell. So, yes, we have a dragon. Yes, we have I did a couple extra wolf sweeps. We're going to talk about that next episode when the wolf comes back, because it's a very important thing that happened, and we'll talk about it then. But for now, we'll finish up the dragon. But yes, the dragon has been maxed out. That's great news, isn't it? We have a maxed dragon. This dragon is maxed out. And I'm only getting, I'm getting 2 million extra gold, 1 million extra soul stones. So, it's one of those things, everything counts, right? But it's also like the small increase is why I put it off for a while. Because the increase was so small, it was like, kind of like that. So, let's take a look at Portal, and of course Portal has been swept. I did actually try doing Portal. Yeah, 25 quadrillion, not enough. King's Ruin has been completed. That was the wrong click. Total War has been swept. We will talk about Total War in a minute. The Archer Store has been purchased. And it's time to astrologize. And we have astrologized and we are done. Very nice. And finally, let's purchase some heroes. So all that said, how are you doing? I hope everything is going well for you. We have a lot to talk about. So I was reading the comments and I saw a comment like, are you working on defense for Sophia? I was like, nope. I did check a few things in the Discord. And the Discord does suggest that it's really hard to DPS your way through some of these encounters. And I was like, huh. Alright, that's a little surprising and concerning. And they recommended 150k defense for Sophia for 10-2. Now, if you remember, Sophia wasn't even max level. Oh, Camila, back then. Sophia certainly didn't have 117,000 defense. I think it was more like 90. So the fact that that I was able to muscle through it. Now, again, remember Marion's artifacts were 12 or 1,400? At least 1,200. So it was a bit of, I did kind of build them up. Like, you should be able to do it, like, with a warrior with, like, 800. But because I chose Marion, and because to me, the issue is 100% King's Ruin. That's what drives everything here. If King's Ruin takes too long, I just, I didn't want to push. I didn't want to struggle. And that has been my driver since, forever. And I understand, like, you get there, you can get stronger faster. Defense, imagine that. Yeah, and I get it. And you're not wrong. But at the same time, like, I don't know. If it slows me down a little bit, well, it was worth it for the slower King's Ruin. To me, it was worth it just because I immediately got to this stage, and I immediately cleared Total War. I didn't even think about how, I didn't even have to think about it. I just cleared it. And what more could I want, That to me was what mattered, being able to clear something, clear Total War instantly. And if I got here and wasn't able to clear it, then, now I just did all that for nothing. And crit damage, that's what we like to see. And we're already in the 1980s. That was fast, wasn't it? So, and I did mention I was going to talk about Total War today. So, looking at the defense thing, you notice both of Marion's artifacts have defense on them. It's kind of a shame that the artifacts I made for Christian, somehow neither one of them has defense. They both have health. So I was like, well, what if I take Christian's ring, give Christian's ring to Marion, give Marion's ring to Sophia, then give Sophia's ring to Christian. And we did that, and I was still not able to beat 11-2. So I'll have to make. We'll talk about what we're gonna do with Marion when I finish up the. Once I finish up the artifacts here, we're gonna take a look at Sophie and see, and I'll walk you through what I think I could do. And the only thing I've heard is do Daniel in terms of the heroes, which is fine. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Daniel. I don't see any reason not to. The reason I want to do Daniel over Thor is because Daniel is in my team all the time, and I think he's at least going to be interesting to see, considering he's just unique. He's a unique hero that's not based on skill damage, so I think he's kind of more interesting than the ones that are. Alright, let's awaken. Oh no. Oh no, whatever will we do? We want to dismantle. Wow, we're almost in the 2000s. Defense, see? Wow, that's 160k. But like I said, even this 531,000, which it was a little less, was not enough for me to beat. Basically, Berserk 3 came, and yeah, they won. Berserk 3 is just no joke. 1984. What a year. What a year 1984 was. Special year. Alright, so we are looking at 88.6 million and 230,905 crit damage. So that one crit damage awakening, not quite enough to push us to 231,000. What a shame. We'll be there soon. So that said, though, I was going to say something insightful here, and I forgot it. But anyways, obviously you know what's going on there. But let's take a look at Sophia. So Sophia's ring has flat health on it, and it has flat attack, and dodge and crit damage reduced don't matter. It would have been nice if she actually got defense on this ring. She didn't. But remember, Sophia has the perfect book. So what we might do is level up Sophia's perfect book. I don't know when we're going to do this. From my perspective, I can just show you how good of a book this is. It gives her, as it stands, it gives her 6k defense and some health. About 100k health. So this is going to become huge because no matter what awakening she gets, she's going to get better defensively. Her ring only needs to be good enough to actually heal the castle to full. So I don't know how much we need to invest in the ring beyond this. I don't think I'm going to want to re-roll a ring. Now, don't get me wrong. Would leveling up Sophia's ring be better than working on the book? Because, yes, obviously it gives the attack. But the reality is I have a perfect book here. You know, I think from a time perspective, it's going to, like, just trying to re-roll a ring, I'm never going to get this. This was the biggest fluke of flukes. So trying to re-roll a ring like this doesn't make sense. I'm probably better off just leveling this up. And then when this is leveled up enough, okay, if we're not healing the castle to full, we can level this up. And this should be easy to do because it does have flat attack. And obviously the supporter attack enhances the flat attack. That's my thought process with the two rings. And of course, like, at least it has health on it. It's not great. Health is not nearly as good as defense. Defense is better than health because defense just increases your EHP, which is the effective health of the castle. Because basically, having more health is like a linear growth, right? But taking, you know, like let's say I add like 10 awakenings here, right? And a quarter of that goes to the castle. So great, we have now 686,000, you know, a quarter of that goes to the castle, which is like 170,000, give or take. I'm not going to give you the exact. I think it's 170,000, 171,500. Okay, that's how much health the castle gains, but it doesn't reduce the amount of damage the castle takes. Now compare that to if we get enough defense to cut the castle where it takes half damage. Now I've effectively doubled the health of the castle, and Sophia really doesn't have to heal more because there's less damage going to the castle. Whereas if I get the castle's health to 36 million, Sophia needs to heal twice as much because now she's got to heal all the way up to 36 million. Okay, but that's why that's why defense is better, and that's why this book is great, because it has everything. So I'll be honest, I don't want to even consider working on the book probably until Marion's 2500. My goal right now is to get my King's Roman time down, and it's not down where I want it to, so I want to put everything into Marion to get that time down. So that's my number one goal. And I am probably over explaining that, but it is what it is. And again, I am, like, again, it depends when I clear 1110 what I want to do about Vincent. Okay? The higher Marion is, the more I'm going to have to invest in Marion to get to through. So let's be serious. If I beat it at 3,000, I probably would need 6,000 to beat the next one. I'm assuming it's going to be about double. If it takes me to 3,000, then I'm in a lot of trouble. And I might consider leveling up Vincent. It kind of puts me in a bit of a pickle because that means I would have to use the artifacts from, I'd have to get 10. I'd have to clear 1110, all of them, and then go and pick some out for Vincent, which means they would be 1-star rare. So they'd be 1-star rare. You're probably saying, well, why don't you go for 2-star rare? And the reality is, unfortunately, this or higher are really rare drops, and this is the common drop. So to me, it's much better to work off the common drop because then it's very easy. You always have enough of it. You don't have to worry about anything. So that's kind of what I would do. Obviously, I would have a lot of work to do. And I wouldn't even consider doing that work until I clear, 1110 of both the Ice Mine and the Lightning Hall. And I would hope that having cleared those, then I would be able to, clear these kind of quickly. You can see from here, I haven't even unlocked Poison Cave 8. We're still on 5 out of 10 of Poison. We have 15 levels, 5, 10, 15, 25 levels just to clear up the Poison Cave. And we got 9 levels for the Flame Fortress. So that is a lot to do. But this should be pretty straightforward once I have enough, once I'm strong enough. So, will we do that? I don't know. Really depends on how 11 keeps going. And I really don't want to re-roll. I want to at least clear 1110 before I re-roll, because sweeping 1010 is just going to be better. I will say, if I do that, I'll probably make a second set of artifacts based on sweeping 1110, and that's just for fun at that point. I've already cleared 1210, like, what does it matter? It would just be for fun. I would probably do Roderick. Probably use Roderick. So, and level him up. I'm not 100% on using Roderick. I might not. I have heard Blake's really good for picking things up in Total War. I haven't tried him. The reason being is all the warriors that are S tier. So Vincent, Roderick, the Viking chick, Thor, they all have the same attack, whereas his is delayed. So his delay actually makes it trigger later. So maybe we'll do some leveling of Blake, but not until we max Vincent. But that does mean if I do that, I will probably choose Roderick because he's here in the team now. Though it doesn't matter. I could actually, if I make a set of artifacts, I can actually choose Thor because the reality is Thor's stun doesn't matter if he's one-shotting the monsters he's killing. You know, so for farming, if I make Thor a set of artifacts where he's one-shotting the monsters, then Thor can come back on the team. So I could possibly do a sweeping of 10-10 for Vincent, start making a set of, 2-star rare artifacts for Thor, or actually, something like that, and just see what happens. But obviously, that's so far away. We need to focus on clearing 11-10 first. Alright, but all that said, let's level up Vincent. It's going to, regardless, I think we have a long road ahead of us. So yes, Vincent got a ton of levels today. How many did you get, Vincent? 142. That's because yesterday I made the video real early, so we are slowing down. That's roughly 90 levels for 2 days, over 2 days. I got 40 yesterday. So you are starting to see that once you get over 1,300, it does start to slow down. And obviously this is going to slow down to the point where we're getting 50 levels a day for Vincent. But that's fine. That said, the last thing is to level up the castle. Now, I have considered just purchasing gold to level up the castle at this point. I don't know how much I would spend. The kind of reality I'm running into is I have a lot of gems. I could dump probably half of them, 350, into purchasing gold. 350. I could buy 700 of them, which is 350 purchases of 1.1 billion gold. The only reason to do that would be to help Total War by just increasing the raw health of the castle. So, and again, this is an unfortunate side effect. If leveling the castle actually gave defense, oh man, I'd be doing it in a heartbeat. I would be doing it in a heartbeat. But, that said, I'm going to guess 18.297. We're going to go big. Not even close, 18.292. So, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.